Welcome to my channel or whatever. I'm gonna be painting a mummy today in acrylic. Cause acrylic is what I have, and to be honest, it's kind of underrated. I had no idea what I was gonna draw when I started off. I kind of just like drew this decrepit face, and I was like, damn, what if that was a mummy? And I'm glad that I went with that, because otherwise it would be kind of a boring painting of just like this sickly looking man. I don't know. Anyway, I wanted the ratio to be about the same as the sketch, so I measured and cut the paper. My cat was really bothering me. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can sort of see him. He really wanted to be in my lap. Eventually he left though. Beaker, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why you gotta be in my business? Why you gotta be in my business? Really? So after that, he left and I was free to paint. I don't think he bothered me for like the rest of the painting. He just like went and took a nap on my heating pad in my room. As he does. Cats love heating pads. You guys should get heating pads for your cats, except they might not sit with you. Mine probably wouldn't if he wasn't so goddamn clingy, but anyway, I'm putting all my acrylics on my palette, which is so fancy. It's a paper plate, I know, looks so expensive, so demure, whatever people say. I really need to break out my bigger like sketch paper that I had for that one art class I was in, because I need to like lay it down so that I don't paint on my desk. Because unlike watercolor, acrylic actually stains things. I was also an idiot and I didn't fucking change, and I got through the entire painting without getting any paint on my sweatshirt, and then I was trying to take pictures and like videos of the finished painting, and I accidentally dipped my fucking arm in the palette, and it was so stupid. It was literally so stupid. So I immediately put my sweatshirt in the wash, and now I'm cold, even though I could put on a different sweatshirt. I'm just lazy. Anyway, I'm putting down my like underpainting. I didn't do any like super wild colors for the underpainting. I kind of just did what I was gonna make the background anyway. But I don't know. You don't always need like a neon underpainting, I guess. I honestly haven't experimented that much with underpaintings yet because I'm sort of new to acrylics, like new as in I just got my acrylics on Black Friday last year, so it's been like, I don't know, 2.5 months, something like that. Actually, I think it's less than that. I don't trust me to do math. I have no idea how I even calculated like the ratio that I needed to make my paper in my head, because ever since I had to stop frequently doing math in my head, I just lost that skill. So remember, guys, exercise your brain, or like any other muscle, it's just gonna fucking atrophy, and you're not gonna be able to do anything. You're just gonna be dumb as fuck, like me. But I have been reading lately. And that's actually been sort of nice, although I'm not sure if it's actually making me smarter or not. It is fun, and I feel kind of like proud of myself in a way that I'm not just like mindlessly scrolling and watching things that I'm never gonna fucking remember or get anything from. And with my books, I also like to, like, when I'm done with them especially, I like to write about them and like make little essays, almost like book reports for myself, and it's kind of fun. I'm a nerd, I guess. I don't know if that's anyone else's idea of fun, but yeah, I enjoy it. I finished The Red Dragon recently. That was my first book I finished this year. It took me a while to read. But I am getting quicker at reading now, and I'm almost done with a Stephen King book called The Revival. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's the one about like Pastor Danny and shit, and like he's obsessed with electricity. He's kind of like a scientist madman. Um, it's kind of interesting. Like it's not too horror-ish. It's more just like this guy's life story, but it was interesting. I'm not quite done with it. I think I have like 50 more pages or something. I've also been listening to an audiobook courtesy of my library. It's something like the dragon puzzle box, something like that. I don't know. It's about this autistic guy that like became savant because of a brain injury, and then he goes to like solve the hardest puzzle in the freaking world, and it's deadly and shit. And I'm not that far into it. I think the thing said it was like a quarter through the book. It's just an audiobook. I don't feel as productive when I listen to audiobooks, but it's still like sort of reading, and it helps when my eyes are tired, but I'm not tired enough to just like sleep. I can just lay there and rest, but also like work out my brain and listen to the audiobook and be entertained that way. So that's fun. I feel like I've been kind of also going down the rabbit hole because I've been watching like book talk and booktube, whatever the fuck those communities call themselves as well, and it's like it's very related to that rabbit hole where people are just like dissing technology, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to the good old days. And I feel like they're radicalizing me because low-key I agree. I wish I didn't have to use electronics as much as I do have to in like modern society. Like literally everything is on your phone, and I saw this guy compare your like smart electronics to Swiss Army knives. Like there's so many tools on it, but when it comes down to it, when you want to do something like hang up a picture on a wall, you're not going to break out the Swiss Army knife. Like that's not really as authentic and useful as the real thing. And I kind of agree with that. I feel like even though you could do literally anything on electronics, being in real life is just so much more fulfilling and obviously like authentic because it's fucking real. But yeah, I've been a little bit just a little bit radicalized. Yeah, this painting doesn't really have any meaning behind it. I kind of just wanted to paint something in general because I want to start selling my art, but I have to like find some kind of fair or festival that will accept me because I've never done that type of thing before, and you know, I'm a beginner. I don't really know exactly how to do all that stuff. All I know is that I'm making a bunch of products. I've also been making buttons, like button pins to sell. But yeah, I'm probably gonna frame this guy. But I just painted him today, so obviously I don't have a frame. But overall, I kind of like this painting. I don't know. I could theoretically do better, but I feel like it's so easy to put yourself down. It's just like I'm fine with it. You know, the colors turned out okay. I was a little scared that making his skin so dark might not turn out that great, but in the end it looks pretty normal. And I really just had the background left to do, and I did like this yellow lighting around him, and I feel like that sort of helped, because everything in this picture is kind of like not super bright and saturated, so it's like I needed a little splash of color. Even though there's a lot of red in the skin, I feel like you can't really tell that well because it's so dark. Overall, this is a really dark painting, but yeah, I feel like the pop of yellow kind of just brings it together just a smidge. And I definitely maybe need like micro brushes or whatever they're called, like the insanely small brushes. Because I've noticed when I do like acrylic painting and such, I can't really get any details that are super fine with the paint itself. And that's partially because I'm not painting on super large sized canvases and paper and stuff, but I'm fine with this size. Big canvases and big paper that is actually nice is kind of expensive, so maybe I'll invest in that down the road. But right now, I kind of just I need to sell things before I can rationalize buying a whole lot of more art supplies. But yeah, that's the painting. It's done. And I hope you enjoyed me rambling. I literally didn't have a script because I'm an idiot. But yeah. Bye-bye.